Welcome back, Damo. NBL1, State Basketball Centre, Saturday night. No better place to be, really. We've got the primo view in the house again as normal. And for my own personal sake, it's good to be back with you, sitting here, watching B-ball, talking a bit of junk, mate. We've got the COE in town tonight, the BAC Centre of Excellence, and they're going to take on our Knox Raiders girls here in the first one. How do we see it, Damo?
Well, Ducky, there is no one more relieved that you're here than me. So welcome back, mate. Good to have you up here. How'd you go with your court announcing duties?
Killed it, mate, as normal.
Very experienced.
Plenty of years of practice.
How many years?
Enough.
Many?
Enough.
20?
18, maybe.
Would you call yourself renowned in the eastern suburbs for your court announcing?
Get around a bit, mate. Yep.
How many gigs you got on the go?
Enough.
Now let's talk some business, mate. I am looking forward to tonight. Some of the best juniors running around, juniors or women running around in the country tonight. It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, we know that the Centre of Excellence, they're zipping 7. They're coming up against a very experienced, mature, polished Knox outfit. If we just look through some of the stats, Knox are leading the competition in highest scoring team, averaging 90.5 points a game. The COE, they're the lowest, averaging 60.3 a game. Assists, Knox are second in the league with 23 a game. Centre of Excellence are the worst with 10 a game. So it's going to be a challenge for the Centre of Excellence, no doubt about it. But let's see what the juniors can do, these talent can do.
That's right, and I just want to give a shout out to my man Lockie, my apprentice, who's playing a bit of Def Leppard here at the start. It's got me up and about a little bit, Damo. So let's see what the youngsters from the COE give us tonight. I think they've only got about 7 or 8 suited up in warm-up. Their go-tos are going to be Potter, obviously. Jade Melbourne, the Boomers development player.
Lily
Scanlon, again, another Bulleen Boomers junior, I think. There's Vic Metro all over this joint, and even Vic Country with No Poo and Pollard, who I don't think is suited up tonight. Paige Price is Vic Country as well.
And Paige Price, ex-Knox girl.
Ex-Knox junior, mate.
Seen her run around here in juniors. I've even seen her run around here in domestic, my domestic club. So it'd be good to see her out there tonight.
So we're underway. Good to have Lauren Scherf back. I'd love to see her dominate this contest, Damo. I'd love to see him go inside a fair bit. As we get Weirung underway, Watman inside to Scherf. Goes straight to the heart of the paint. Damo for 2 inside. First basket of the game, Lauren Scherf.
And Kelsey Ree's really going to have a tough night at the office, I think. Going to have to have her work cut out.
Correct. There's a downtown triple for the Centre of Excellence.
Sarah Rose Smith.
Find out where she's from, Damo. I like that. On ball now, Weirung. Again, inside to Scherf. Got to look after that ball a bit. Lauren fresh off the Opals camp, of course, Damien.
She's only played 2 games for Knox, averaging 25. Had 14 boards last week against Knox's 3-point loss to Nullarbor.
Can control the paint when she wants to.
And look, it's the first time, other than Hollingsworth being out with injury, first time Knox have had their full squad together. I know Coach Carr's excited about that.
She should be. She's put a very good team on paper. So Scherf goes inside to Weirung and is fouled. By No Poo. That's going to be, I believe she's a Geelong junior. So Vic Country representation there. And Abby Weirung will go to the line to shoot a pair here.
And look, this COE team's obviously stacked with Sapphires players. No Poo being one of them.
Abby Weirung makes the pair. Coached well, of course, Kristen Veal, former AIS superstar in the WNBL, and of course Australian. And I'll check on the WNBA representation, but might have played over there too, so. As the Centre of Excellence come back through Smith now. Nice offensive rebound and stick back. We spoke about that pre-game, Damo, about Knox's inability to impact the game on the rebound. Scherf will obviously help there tonight, but they really need to have an impact on the rebounds, I think, and dominate this contest.
Yeah, they do. And Knox have been struggling all year with the rebounds. And like you said, Ducky, without Scherf, only playing 2 games hasn't helped them.
As Lauren's way off on a triple there.
I think she went 2 from 4 from the arc, outside beyond the arc last week. So
Jade Melbourne skips to the basket for 2.
Like the way Jade Melbourne goes about. Ducky seen a bit of a play for Latrobe from Traralgon girl, Vic Country. Very good junior career.
Can fill it right up.
Melbourne Boomers development player.
Wirrung misses 2, and Smith running again, the centre of excellence. Paige Price up off the bench early for the centre of excellence. And Lucy Dawson in for the Raiders. And Bree Watman charged with the ball handling duties. Straight to Ott, who goes at Price. Air ball. Watman with the save. Nine on the shot clock to shoot for the Raiders.
One of the things about Knox, Ducky, is that fast break. Attribute a lot of that to the speed of Beck Ott. They really hurt the opposition on the turnover, on the fast break.
Yep. Wirrung, no good. Knox have not been near it on the first 3 possessions here from outside. They get a shot clock violation.
They just need to settle down a bit, Knox, don't they? Just get it through a few hands.
Yeah, just run their stuff.
Move
the ball.
Strength. Very good outside shooting side. Been shooting at 40%. They're the best rank shooting outside, the best ranked field goal team in the competition. So, Brendan strength there's all season. Obviously, with Scherf, it straightens up a bit, makes them go inside a bit more, which is fair enough too. Big board to Lucy Dawson.
We've got 2 girls shooting above 50%. Santa Maggio out with a broken nose. As Beck Ott gets it stuffed back by Sarah Rose Smith on the 3-point, trying to locate in that corner. And we've got a substitution again for the centre of excellence, number 14.
We've spoken about this before, Ducky, with Beck Ott. She really does work hard on her outside game, and she's shooting the 3 at 47%, but she's only put up 15 for the year, so personally I'd like to see her put up a few more. She does have a high shooting percentage from beyond the arc.
As Maddie Wild misses from about 19 feet. Rose Smith again pushing the tempo. Inside to Rees.
Worked hard to get her offensive board back there, didn't she? Just outworked Maddie Wild.
That's it. It's not rocket science, mate. Work hard, you get rewarded.
It's a good start to the centre of excellence.
Yeah, 9-4 they lead this one with 6 to play. Dawson, first touch, nowhere near it.
So Knox just need to settle down a bit. They're shooting at 17%. Centre of excellence shooting at 50%. Knox gone 0 from 2 beyond the arc, and centre of excellence 1 from 2 at 50%.
Marina Whittle back in for the Raiders. She's back here after spending some time on the 3-on-3 tour. The Pro Hustle. Yeah. Bronze medalist, I believe.
I think she missed the last 2 games, so it'll be coming off the bench. Obviously, valuable to have her back as she goes to work there.
Nice little step back. Can't get it. Price out rebounds Dawson. And away they come again, so another empty trip for the Raiders. 1 of 6 currently. As Rees goes from downtown for 3.
Timeout, Coach Carr. She just needs to have a chat. 14-4.
Sort them out.
You know, at the moment, Ducky, it looks like Knox have turned up and expected to win.
Absolutely, mate. Get them sorted out. Slow it down. Get some plays here. Get your feet in the paint. I mean, you know, they're unbelievable when they get into the paint. Damo, 232 points on the season when they attack the paint. Beck Ott's really good at that. She's been great at it. But currently they're settling for those outside shots, and it's not working.
And you know, Ducky, the Centre of Excellence, they're the highest turnover team in the competition, but I'm seeing very little ball pressure from Knox. They're not using that experience, that maturity to outwork them, to out-hustle them. they're allowing the centre of excellence just to control the tempo of the play at the moment, and it's showing with a 14-4 with 5 minutes 19 left on the in the first. And Knox, 13% from the field, 1 of 8. That's obviously going to improve, but scoring run, 11 scoring run for the COE.
Playing without a genuine point guard tonight, by the looks of it, the centre of excellence. So Melbourne will have the point guard duties. Nopu will help out there, but Rose Smith and Paige Price will handle the ball a fair bit as well. I'd like to see Knox maybe extend the defence here a little bit and try to get after him. Watman and Weirung, very good length of the floor, and Quirk can come in as well and give you a bit of length and a bit of tenacity in that backcourt. So as Weirung attacks the paint, and she'll go back to the line to shoot a pair. Nice play designed out of the timeout there by Coach Carr.
Leading scorers for the game. Rees is on 5, Smith's on 5. And for Knox, Lauren Scherf for 2 and Abby Weirung for 2. And she might double that now. Knox getting outworked on the board, 7-4. Misses both those. COE ball.
A surprise there from Abby Weirung. She's been pretty good from the line. She's 5 or 6 on the season to that point. And a bit of pressure now.
That's what I want to see from Knox. Get after him.
Yeah, of course. Melbourne, a little bit of hip and shoulder there. Oh, nice little hip bump from Bree Watman. She'll pick up the personal. Jade Melbourne, who can just fill it up. She just looks, every time she catches the ball here, Damo, she's looking to actually score. And that's a serious mentality to have.
Yeah, well, she just got Watman off her feet there and just a little crossover and then drove on the left side. And
Jade misses both. So both empty trips coming out of the timeout for both sides. Weirung. Hard attack on the dribble. Dawson, baseline jump shot. There's 2. And Dawson's on the board tonight. 14-6. Nopu, that's offhand. Lauren Scherf will return. Beckott will sub out of the game.
Throw into the mix when Charlize Dunn and hopefully Alana Chatfield get a run tonight. Be good to see Vic Metro teammates going against each other.
That's right. Melbourne attacks the pick and roll, can't find.
Yeah, this is a prime example again, Ducky. Offensive board, she shouldn't be able to get that so easy. They are just outworking him.
Just loose ball get, just falls in the right hands. Marina Whittle attacking on penetration, that's too easy. Yeah. She just walked in there.
Adelaide Fuller would want to do better than that there. No footwork, just reached in, pulled her arm away, and Marina Whittle said, I'll have that every day of the week.
Price attacks on the dribble, and she'll get to the foul line.
Some of these Knox girls saw a fair bit of Olivia Pollard, who's about to check into the game, and Paige Price last year. No, it's not Pollard, I don't think.
No, it's Rees coming back in.
Paige Price last year when she played Big V for Southern Penn against Knox.
Yep.
Shot a dagger against Knox in the finals. And
the shot.
Almost from the car park, but never looked like missing, unfortunately, and put a dagger through the heart of these Knox women last year.
Yep. Of course, she spent about 3 or 4 years here in the junior program, top age under 12s, into both age groups in the 14s, and then took a game elsewhere.
Yeah, won national championships with the 14 ones at Knox.
Yeah, in 2015, 2016.
You were up there, weren't you, that year, Ducky?
I was, mate. My boys, 4th.
Good experience, no doubt.
Fantastic. Do it all again in a heartbeat. Scherf. She got a little bit closer there, Damo.
Yeah.
Just stop there with that left and then come back to her right, maybe. Got to make the most of those opportunities. As Price scoots to the basket. Nice hezzy.
I just watched Rees up there playing up high on the elbow, just allowing that driving lane to stay open.
Brilliant coaching. Scherf's an interior defender as well. Like, she'll block shots and clog lanes. And if she's up high on those elbows, she can't affect or change shots. And as Wirrung attacks the paint again, scoop. And seems like the Centre of Excellence plan is to force these girls onto their left-hand side, as the girls have gone to the left quite a bit and have missed buckets. Quirk in the game now.
Again, they're just going, baseline time and time again, Ducky. Centre of Excellence.
Yep.
Just need to reset Knox.
Watman, Wirrung, extra pass, corner three, ball movement. That's what we're talking about before the game, mate. Ball movement.
19-11. Centre of Excellence way.
Yep. Timeout to Coach Veal and the Centre of Excellence. With 2:38 to play in the first quarter, 8-point lead to the Centre of Excellence.
And as we expected, Knox have gone up to 31% now. Centre of Excellence shooting the ball well, 57% and 67% beyond the arc. 2 from 3, the Centre of Excellence are. Looking at the turnovers, none for the Centre of Excellence. So that's been one of the flaws in their game, if you like. They're working hard on it tonight.
They'll be really happy with that. They average about 20 a game, so to not have any in the first quarter is fantastic.
And they're winning the boards by 5. So 3 offensive boards to 2, 8 defensive boards to 4. So they're all over Knox.
Yeah. But as we said, as we were talking about before the game, mate, they've just got to start moving the ball a little bit, Knox. Maybe get out in transition, pressure the ball a little bit. Run these girls like, I haven't seen... Everything Jade Melbourne's done is get to the basket at the moment, so maybe play off her, see if she's got one in her arsenal, see if she's got the long bomb in her arsenal. Try to force them into shooting some tough jump shots maybe.
And you called it earlier, Ducky, they've only got 7 suited up tonight, the Centre of Excellence, so obviously they're going to get tired. They're young and they will get tired naturally, but with 7's not going to make their night easy. So expect Coach Carter to do a lot of rotation from Knox as well, just to keep running them off their legs.
Some more transition inside to Reese now. High. Scissor cuts off the top. No good. No poo. Melbourne stepping hard. I didn't think there's much in that. But anyway, foul called. Just forcing her way into the paint there, Damien. And got a bailout, really. But she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good free throw shooter.
No. Shooting at 50%.
It was a question. It wasn't it was a statement.
I was going to guess and say yes, but I'm glad I looked at the stat sheet.
Good man. Good high pick. Watman advances attack. Can't get it. Scherf attacks to the low block. Quirk inside. In the on ball. Ott with Scherf. Punches the D, can't get it. Scherf has not looked like it since the first play of the game.
She's had a couple of looks, hasn't she?
She's had some really good deep catches, but Reese is doing a really good job of just forcing her into those 7 or 8 foot, shots off the bank that aren't going her way as Reese goes to work. And she's not close either. Whittle advances the ball. Inside to Scherf. There's the one I'm talking about, Damo. Yeah.
Marina Whittle down the other end got a defensive board. She's been averaging 7.3 boards a game, so Knox have really missed her when she's been out playing 3 on 3.
Yeah, for sure. And missed her tenacity on defense and her ability to just absorb a shooter or absorb the opposition's best player at certain points. 3 on 3 here. Watman to Quirk. Trying to get it through hands now. Inside to Scherf. Watman, inside out. And she's going to get 3.
Leading point scorers for the game. Abby Weir on 5. And Kelsey Rees is on 5 as well. Rebounds. Smith is 5 for the Centre of Excellence. And Lucy Dawson 4 for Knox.
Damo, I might not know this, but I reckon that Kelsey Rees is the daughter of former North Melbourne Giants legend and championship player, Paul Rees. In 1994 would have played There you go.
You're exactly right, Ducky.
I reckon probably a 2 or a 3-time NBL championship player too. Might have got one with the 36ers a couple of years later. Would have been playing with our head coach, Darryl McDonald, in 94.
And mum, former WNBL player, Nicole Guy.
Yep.
Good pedigree.
Yeah.
Did she ever have a chance to play anything else?
I wish I had it.
Yeah.
So
Price.
Pryor back in for the centre of excellence. She just goes to the glass hard and gets Marina Whittle and Weirung. Doesn't come up with it. Whittle rebounds again. Patient play here now from the Raiders. Go to Whittle. She's just walking into the paint whenever she likes at the moment.
And the offensive board. Almost like 3-on-3, Ducky. Just
That's what it is, mate.
I'll attack, I'll get my board, I'll go again.
Yep, throw it out. Get a stop.
Yep.
Pryor's lost a shoe. A bit of a stoppage here.
Five assists to Knox already. They're the highest assisting team in the competition. So
Yeah, they do. They swing that ball really well, don't they?
they're just patient.
Yep.
Look for the good team play. Look for the player in the best position.
Inbounds to Ott. Melbourne makes it really tough for her, but she still gets the 2 off the window. There's still minimal extended pressure from the Raiders as Melbourne calls for horns. Hands off. Sarah Rose Smith.
Yeah, thump of the two heads on the floor from here.
Yeah, that was Maddie Wild. That's a that was loud. We heard that up here.
Millie Pryor also working hard there.
Yeah. Alana Chatfield has checked in. 0.4 to shoot. Centre of excellence. So can catch and shoot on a 0.4, Damo. But we have quarter time here. And the Raiders did a really good job of controlling the tempo there late in that quarter to get back into this one. And it's 20 points to 18 at the quarter.
Yeah, you're right, Ducky. They did. They just, they just started to get the ball through a few more hands. Just started to be a little bit more patient. Started to do the things that have worked for them. Some more assists. Back themselves shooting. 33% now they're up to. Worked a little bit hard. They're only losing the boards by 2, so they got the last 4 or 5 boards. Just looking at some of the key scorers: Abby Weirong 5, Rees 5 for the centre of excellence, Jade Melbourne 5 points, and Lauren Scherf 4 points. And for the boards, Smith 5 boards, and Lucy Dawson's got 4 boards.
Yeah, the Raiders added 3 dimes on there inside the last 2 minutes there on basket. So, as you said, they've got to move the ball. They've got to really just start to apply a bit of pressure and put the squeeze on the centre of excellence, who come into tonight looking still for their first win in the season at 0-7.
And, centre of excellence, really, we spoke about it before with the paint. They've been leaving that Rees playing up high, keeping that paint open. They've scored 12 points in the paint. Knox have only scored 6 in the point, where you'd expect that with Lauren Scherf, them to go inside more and Lauren to become more effective as the centre of excellence get a bit more tired and she can stand up there on that low block.
Centre of excellence allow a fair few in the paint too throughout the season, so they've made that a bit of a focus. Coach Veal looks really comfortable in that head coach role. As much as she did probably when she was at the AIS. In her playing days. So the Raiders are back on the floor. Alana Chatfield's in at the 1. Weirung may help out in the backcourt there as the point guard. But Weirung at the 2, Whittle at the 3, Ott in at the 4, and Maddie Wild at the 5. And for the centre of excellence, it's Melbourne Nopu, Price Pryor, and Sarah Rose Smith. Might be a Hawthorn Magic Junior, I reckon, Sarah Rose Smith, but
So
name rings a bell. Ott. Outside. Triple. Beckott doing what she does off that inside penetration. Kick the ball to the outside, makes the trizzy. And that's 21-20, and the Raiders have the lead for the first time since the first basket of the contest, as Melbourne just breaks down Chatfield. She got to do a better job there.
yeah, what you've got there is under 18 Vic Metro versus under 18 Vic Country.
Yeah.
Know each other's game pretty well, I would have thought. Would have played a fair bit against each other at that level.
Marina Whittle attacks the paint. Can't get it. Centre of Excellence come up with the ball. Price through hands now with Melbourne.
Paige Price saw that mismatch inside there where Chatfield got caught out and went to it, but didn't pay off. So they'll be looking to get that mismatch again there. They got Millie Pryor. Mismatch against Chatfield on the inside.
As Nopu picks up the personal. That's her second. So the one thing you can't do when you've got 7, obviously, is get into foul trouble. So she needs to be careful now. As Weirung punches the D for 2 and gets to the basket. 7 now for Weirung. Paige Price, long bomb, can't get it to go. Rebound, Whittle.
Just a couple of good important boards.
Finds herself in the right spot quite often. And they're playing off Chatfield, corner 3. Shot it with confidence. No good. Rebound, Rose Smith.
That is Chatfield's spot. Very dangerous from the corner. Or beyond the arc, full stop,
Yeah.
very dangerous.
How casual did that look from Jade Melbourne?
Speaking of dangerous.
Just hesitation, jab step, one dribble, and just whacked it. Baseline, she is a real baller. Whittle from downtown, can't get it. Ott attacks the glass.
Good hand in there from Beckott.
Subbing in for the centre of excellence.
Fuller
Number 9.
and Rees.
Yeah, Fuller and Kayla Rees coming back in.
Going a bit taller now with Fuller and Rees back into the game. Rees 196 centimetres.
As Price penetrates, Smith
And
recovers.
Fuller 187 centimetres, so gone a bit taller.
Never looked like it. I reckon Maddie Wild might have got a hand on that. As Fuller came up shaking her hand as if she got a bit of a whack on it.
Yeah, it's not really a game. She's gone 0 from 3 for the season from beyond the arc, Fuller.
Yeah, probably not a good time to start now. Scherf through hands, Wild. Weirung. Inside look, Force. And Scherf gets the 2.
So it was a 2-on-1 there.
Yeah.
Now, Jade Melbourne's been trying to get in front of Lauren Scherf a few times. And so Jade can still get away with that with a bit of her athleticism. She can help off there if she needs to. But
Price attacks the baseline again through penetration. Can't get it. We're going to have a foul called. On number 15, Rees picks up the personal. First personal for her.
Jade Melbourne leading point scorer in the game with 9.
Wild went looking for the handoff. Scherf from downtown. Can't get it. Melbourne looking at Hezzy. Got a mismatch on Scherf. Charlie's Dunn has checked in. And Sarah Rose Smith scoots to the hoop for 2. Charlie's in at the 3. Reasonably big lineup for for the Raiders as Scherf demanded the ball there.
Sarah Rose Smith, 7 points and 6 boards.
Good stat line.
She's only played 3 games for the season, so make that 9. Ooh.
No. Oh, early crow.
Call it, mate, call it.
Love it. Love an early crow.
She'll go here, mate. She'll get it in here.
Baseline ball for the Centre of Excellence, leading by 1.
And shooting the ball at 44%, so...
Yeah, that's up on this season average too, mate.
Yeah, they're the lowest in the competition for shooting percentage.
Melbourne attacks the pick and roll. Not afraid to go into the land of giants and gets 2 more.
11 points, Jade Melbourne.
We'll get a hands foul on Sarah Rose Smith.
So averaging 5.8 points per game, Jade Melbourne.
A bit of foul trouble here for the Centre of Excellence as Smith picks up her second. And Nopu already on the bench with 2. Watman attacks the paint, inside out. And the spacing that creates frees up Lauren Scherf to go downtown from 3. As she ties the ball game at 28. Paige Price takes over on the offensive end with the Centre of Excellence and gets 2.
Scherf's gone 1 from 4 beyond the arc tonight, but she is shooting it at 38% throughout the season beyond the arc. So it really does extend her game.
Got to be able to do that now, mate. That's the international game, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, got to be able to extend the floor, you know, stretch it out to the 5 spot and the 4 spot, and free up that pick and roll game, really, and that penetration game. It's just the way of basketball now. You see a lot of European teams doing it, and NBL teams are adopting the same manner, really. So,
well, if you're that big and you can't do it, you're going to be left behind, aren't you? And simple as that. You're just not going to get picked. You're just not going to get play many minutes.
Yeah, got to be able to shoot the tray, I reckon. So we've seen that, you know, this year in the men's with Melbourne United, and Boone not being able to extend that defense and shoot the 3 regularly. Bogut, you know, not really a shooter from outside. So Sean Long, of course, can shoot the triple. So it's sort of the way forward. You know, you want to be able to stick that jump shot off the pick and roll or the pick and pop, and especially when the game gets tight in the last quarter.
You know, interestingly tonight, Ducky, is only 1 turnover for the Centre of Excellence. I'd really like to see Knox really get after them, put some full court pressure on them, and really just harass and to see if they can make them panic a bit.
That's exactly right. They lead the league with 20 turnovers a game, the Centre of Excellence. So Scherf gets sandwiched on a rebound. Melbourne and Rees. Melbourne just pushes the tempo. Price and Dunn, former teammates in juniors. As Melbourne hits Pryor, she can't get it. Middleton picks one out. As Wild picks up her first personal for the contest. 4:31 to play in the first half. Tight contest here. Centre of Excellence leading by 2. Melbourne calls for the on ball with Pryor. Rees.
Yeah, that was just a defensive breakdown from Knox there. Lauren Scherf was screaming for Bree Watman to get over. They got tied up with each other, and it just allowed the open player on the wing. Missed that, but the defence just collapsed.
And got an easy 2 as reward. So as we go inside, Dunn. Outside, can't get it. Watman with the save. Goes straight to Melbourne as she pushes the tempo again. Rees travels.
Substitution for Raiders.
Dawson and Whittle returning as Dunn and Scherf sub out.
196 centimetres, Kelsey Rees.
15, 16. How old? 16?
Yep.
Yep. Probably still grow a little bit too. Wonder if she's taller than Dad. We might size them up after the game, Damo. Bit of 2-on-2. Put the team back together.
That's it.
How bad do you reckon we get beat against those two, mate?
Yeah. You know what? Man's got to know his limitations. And sitting up here calling it and criticising is something I can do very easily. Being out there where it's tough and hard.
Weirung and Watman on the break. Overthrows it. Yeah, I reckon in a game to 11 we'd get beat 12-zip, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even going on the floor if Jade Melbourne's there, mate.
Well, I'm not going on the floor if Paul Rees is playing or Kayla Rees, so
These women are tough.
probably go on the floor to clean it, like the floor wipers. That's about all I do.
32 Center of Excellence, 28 Knox with 2:59 left in the second.
Yeah. Of course, pink round two, Damien. Great contest. Both teams with the pink socks on. Both coaching staffs in the pink T-shirts. So bcna.org.au where you can donate. Reckon we've all had somebody who's been touched by that. So a really good initiative again by NBL1 to get around it in pink round. And the social media has been a light this week with as Paige Price goes from downtown and extends the Centre of Excellence leads to 7. Following a few of the teams, there's been a few articles. The Geelong Advertiser had a good one with Sarah Blitzarves and one of her teammates during the week about pink round getting behind it. There's a good article on Frankston too, getting behind it. So credit to all teams for embracing it and doing the right thing by NBL1. Great initiative, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, this Price continues to go to work.
Foul on Lucy Dawson there. She got lost behind Fuller and she thought, oh, might just grab on just to slow her up here.
She just chased it down harder than Lucy and she didn't block out, so that's something for them to work on as she subs out again. Ott in, Quirk in. Maddie Wild out as well.
Jade Melbourne, 11 points and 7 rebounds. Doing it both ends of the floor.
Killing it. As they go inside to Reese on the mismatch. She's got pinged there for an offensive foul, I think. Coach Veal, you can see there at the top of your screen, just explaining to her how to better manoeuvre body there so she doesn't pick one up. Very, very wise coach. Charged with the best talent in the land, who are doing a number here on the Knox Raiders in this first half. As they go inside to Beckott. As she gets a little 6-footer that goes about 3. Kayla Rees, no good. Watman, extra pass, Whittle. Watman puts her head down and goes to the window, can't get 2. Battle for it between Nopu and Whittle. And the jump ball possession arrow is with the Centre of Excellence here. As Adelaide Fuller subbing back in.
Rees.
Melbourne early kick ahead for Nopu. Calls for the on ball, can't get it. Unguarded, Jade Melbourne, no block out.
Another offensive board to the Centre of Excellence.
Millie Pryor picked it up.
And I want to know, Ducky, how many offensive boards that is to Centre of Excellence? Well, that's 8.
Lots. It's lots. And to be honest with you, it's 8 missed blockouts, which are coach killers.
And 29 rebounds, centre of excellence, 18 to Knox.
When you have a clear size advantage, you know, and that the centre of excellence have to play again tomorrow, you know, so I get that they're young and I get that they're supposed to be able to do these, you know, triple headers and double headers and so on, but, you know, they're playing every possession at the moment, and Knox aren't blocking out and they're getting eaten alive.
They are, mate. It's Coach Carr's really going to have to reset them at half time. And
Whittle, eyes off three, gets none. Price pushes the tempo. Melbourne realigns, she calls for on ball, gets one, attacks, and draws a foul on Marina Whittle.
Personal foul number 21 on Marina Whittle. Team foul number 4.
24 points in the paint for the centre of excellence, Damien, and 13 second chance points is the difference in the ball game at the moment.
You know, one of the differences too is Lauren Scherf has not had a rebound.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So when you're losing your boards, I had to look at the stat sheet 2 or 3 times, and I'm still looking at it as I'm saying that, thinking, am I really saying what's really happening? But according to my iPad in front of me, Ducky, she has not had a rebound.
Ott charged with the last possession here under the shot clock to go now. Ott in and on ball with Quirk. Watman calls for it, wants to go right with Scherf. Punches the D, kicks to Quirk, open three.
Oh,
Count that. That is a bonus that the centre of excellence would not have wanted the Raiders to have to end the half. Bree Watman with the triple, and it's a 7-point lead. 40 points for the centre of excellence here, and it's 33 for the Knox Raiders.
You know, just before we go on a break, Ducky, just looking at some of the stats here, Knox got a fair bit of work ahead of them. They're shooting the ball at 30%. Their outside game has left them today. They're 4 from 14, so shooting that at 29%. Whereas the centre of excellence are going at 47%, so they're shooting very well. Just going through those rebounds as we discussed, centre of excellence, 13 boards, Knox, 18 boards. Defensive rebounds, centre of excellence, 22, 11 to Knox. And turnovers. Centre of excellence have had 5 turnovers now. So as we've spoken about all night, they are the highest turnover team in the competition. Knox have had 3 steals. Knox do score on the fast break more than their opposition. What are they going to do, Ducky, when they come back out, Knox?
Well, they've just got to focus hard on that defence. And this centre of excellence team is a real, you know, they're dominating off the dribble here, really. Melbourne's just having a way with the wings on the defensive end. She's getting to the basket. If she's not getting to the basket, she's getting to the foul line. As we said there, points in the paint is 24 versus 10. 24 versus 10. And Knox have got a clear size advantage here. So Rees is attacking the glass. Pryor's attacking the glass. Fuller's attacking the glass. And they've got 13 second chance of points as well, which is... So Knox have to take those away. They have to cancel them out. Start again, realign, get some people to box out a little bit, and see if they can't get back into this contest.
I'd like to see Lucy Dawson play a few more minutes tonight. She's only played 5 minutes 36. She's a real hard-working heart and soul of the team. Ducky, I think a bit of grunt from Dawes can really lift, and I've seen her do it time and time again, just do some of those little 1%ers that lifts her peers, lifts her mates. I'd like to see a bit more of her. So just looking at some of the, we've gone through some of the stats on the screen there. So might take a break.
Yeah, we'll have a breather and we'll come back in a couple. All right, welcome back to NBL1 action at the State Basketball Centre Saturday night. And the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence are in town taking on the Knox Raiders. And this one is a bit of a surprise at half-time for most people, Damien. With the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence on 40 points, leading the Knox Raiders on 33.
You know, they're not just in town, Ducky. They're actually here. They've come to play. They've only got 7. They're looking the better team at the moment.
That's right. Yeah, they're attacking. They're being aggressive. They keep getting to the basket. They're going to the glass. And they're being rewarded with either a basket or...
Yeah, Knox have looked a little bit tired tonight. I don't know why. I'm not sure what they've been... You know, they lost to Nuttall last week by 3 in a close game. Big game, local rivals. Obviously would have got themselves up for that a bit. Whether they're a bit flat, let's see if they can snap out of it in the second half.
Well, they've got a couple of their big guns back this week with Whittle and also with Scherf back off the Opals camp. So maybe it's just trying to find that right 5 and that gel again. We'll see how we go here. Eliza Hollingsworth also suited up tonight. And Leah Santamaggio won't play with a busted nose. Raiders get us underway here and they go straight inside to Scherf. Couldn't draw the double there. Shot clock low. Ott attacks. Can't get anything from 3.
Just seeing they doubled Scherf again there. Obviously it's a team focus.
Wow.
And wow.
Melbourne just coasted in for 2.
Got lost there, and Jade Melbourne lane opened up, and that was a pass.
Do you get 3 points or do you get 3 assists, mate?
That looked to me like it went up inside the basket.
Where you get a chance, she was trying to pass that. She'll tell you that was a shot every day of the week, Oddie, but she's got the defensive play there twice. First rebound of the contest for Scherf. You get a chance. YouTube the time Mano Ginobili tried to do that at the Garden, and he threw it in, and the referees were around going, what happened? They didn't know what to do. It was definitely 3. Manu's going, the basket went in. So, and offhands, another turnover for the Raiders. So, they've got to find something here, mate. They've got to find a spark from somewhere. I don't know who gets it. Yeah, you called for Dawson a little bit. Haven't seen Hollingsworth yet come off the bench, so maybe as Nopu punches the D, Smith from downtown.
And just looking at Jade Melbourne, you know, that's one thing I think they've done, the Centre of Excellence. That show's gone up, and Jade Melbourne, Knox are a very good fast-breaking team. Jade Melbourne has almost run back to the defensive 3-point line to protect the basket as soon as that shot went up, which...
You're taking the transition away.
Yeah, and I think that's really well scouted.
Absolutely.
Particularly when you... Like Rebecca Wright, she's unstoppable on that fast break. And
as Rees plays pick and roll with Melbourne. Sorry to cut you off there, Damo.
I can't recall seeing a fast break from Becca or from many from Knox tonight.
Yeah, well, I haven't. Yeah, there's not a fast break basket in the game. Made a pair. Or just made the bonus. So Rees picks up the N1. 45-36 now. Ott through hands. Weirung.
Beckott got on the wing there on a one-on-one. I'd like to see her attack that. I'd back Rebecca right in one-on-one against most players.
Melbourne just attacks. Attack for 2 more.
Jade Melbourne, 17 points and 7 rebounds. Outstanding game thus far.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Knox got no answers for her. Rach Quirk maybe as a stopper.
I think that if Knox concentrate on running their own contest, mate, here and really trying to control the tempo and getting what they want they'll get back into this and they won't have to worry about Melbourne.
And Rees has just outboarded Matty Wild there.
Nopu from downtown, can't get it. As Scherf picks up rebound number 2 in this quarter. Wirrung punches the D. Shoot that ball, Beck Ott. Good chase down there from Knox. As Watman lines up a triple, can't get it. Another good rebound on the offensive glass, Matty Wild. Wirrung hasn't had her usual influence on the contest yet, Damien.
No, Abby Wirrung is averaging 15.5 points a game.
She normally influences a contest really well. She's normally up in high rebound, high assist numbers also for, that person playing the 2 spot. She's had games of 7 and 8 on the assist. So Matty Wild hits from the baseline.
7 points for Abby Wirrung tonight, shooting at 25%. 3 assists for Wirrung.
Price back in the game for the centre of excellence. Fuller wanted it.
Yeah, we had a bit of a mismatch there on Wirrung.
Yep.
Went to work, didn't work.
Watman lasers one to Beck Ott.
That is one of Knox's strengths, right?
Transition.
There. Yep.
Ott started running hard at the coach line there. She saw a break in the gap there where she could get ahead of the play. And Bree Watman finds her with a nice right-hand pushy for the laser for the 2.
And with only 7 players, keep running, Knox. Run them off their feet.
That's right. Fuller can't get the 2. Watman out ahead again, but like 3 players in the key back on transition there. We've got a bit of a tussle. And I think Scherf has just collided with Fuller.
Yeah.
Collided being the nice word for it. And the person was on Fuller, and I think she's holding a lip there. She might have to have a bit of an adjustment from the team. The centre of excellence there on this timeout, as Knox have closed the gap here to 7 points, which is where it was at the half.
Yeah, timeout, Zoe Carr. I was encouraged by Beck Ott on the break there, but like you said earlier, Ducky, Beck Ott got it in the corner, and her first response was she was open for the shot, was for the extra pass. And you called it. Shoot that ball, Beck.
Yeah, it's probably not just, you got to have a certain point in the game where you just put it away, and just try to increase your game plan and get into the basket or getting out on that fast break, as we spoke about. The Beck did get out on the break there and scored a nice 2 off the Watman dime, but Knox have got to get back into this by controlling the tempo and doing their own thing.
Yeah, they do. You're exactly right. And back to those things that have worked for them. Ball through hands, assists.
Extra pass, inside, outside look. The Scherfers, she can probably get any look she wants tonight, but when she draws that double, it's kick it out, work the ball, find the extra one in the corner. We'll see what Coach Carr's got out of this timeout. High entry to Wild, high-low action with Scherf, can't get it.
8 rebounds for Jade Melbourne.
Look at her just attack there, Damien. Price just punches the D. Can't get 2, rebound Wild. Watman, Ott in transition. Extra pass. Nice. Scherf just cannot.
Not her night tonight, Lauren Scherf, is it?
She just cannot have an impact on this contest the way we spoke about in pre-game. Melbourne. Holland's action. Smith. Price plays on ball.
Again, there, Fuller's has just crashed the boards there. Knox is going to be a bit smarter than that and just keep him out of the paint, Ducky.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's 37 boards to 25.
Just block out. That's enthusiasm and just wanton desire. Gets you to the basket there as Fuller. Goes to work on the left and gets the 2. Nice reward, 9-point lead. Watman punched the D. Scherf in transition. Wild. Gets the extra. Another rebound, Scherf. Wild. Deep catch to Scherf. That's the high-low action. She should have been successful on the past couple. Melbourne on ball from Pryor. Scoots in, can't get it. Rebound Wild.
Ooh.
Trying to escape the D.
I mean, Knox has got to be conscious of that too. They're doubling down on Scherf every time.
Yeah, sure, of course. Now, as Marina Whittle subs back in. She's had a good impact on this contest coming back off the 3-3.
Yeah, she played 12 minutes. She's gone 1 from 11, shooting at 9%, so she's having a crack, but...
A way to throw me under the bus there, Damo.
Yeah, it's one of those times, Ducky, when you speak without thinking and, you know...
Very true. Scherf with the block. Whittle in transition.
She's been very good with the boards, Ducky. 5 boards, I'll give you that.
Well, that's what I meant.
And you know what? We're excited to have her out there.
Of course we are.
We haven't seen her for a while. It's good to see her out here.
Yep. Missed the last 4.
7 points in it.
What do you got off the baseline here? Watman. In motion. Scherf penetrates hard. Keep that elbow in.
Lucky to get away with it.
Keep that elbow
was very
in.
much outside the cylinder there, wasn't it? That was a...
It was, but gets a nice 2 off the window. Opens, and it's a 5-point lead.
I don't think she'll get away with that twice, Ducky.
Nopu punches the D. Gets to the hole for 2. Bang. And 1.
Dawson and Quirk checking into the game for Knox.
I'd love to see Rachel Quirk go to Jade Melbourne here now and just put a forearm right in the middle of her chest and say, I'm coming for you, kiddo, no more for you.
Just encourage the ball out of Melbourne's hands and then don't let it get back into her hands. Give that easy pass and then full denial.
Nopu can't get the bonus. It's a 7-point lead for the centre of excellence. Watman, Weirung. Scherf rolling. Watman open. That's a downtown triple for Bree Watman. The first one of the game.
11 points, up to 11 points for Bree Watman. And she's 1 from 2 from beyond the arc.
The Knox wings and guards are having a real time trying to keep Nopu, Melbourne, Price out of the painted area here. The first step is just too quick. They've got to do a better job.
They just sort of just attack the baseline all the time, you know, just drive.
Nopu back to the line, shoot 2.
Lauren Scherf up to 13 for Knox. Jade Melbourne 17. Bree Watman up to 11. Kelsey Rees up to 10.
Nopu extends the lead back to 6, 53-47. A touch under 3 to play now in the third quarter. Scherf downtown, dials in the triple.
That's her second triple from the point tonight.
Yeah, she likes that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And has cut the lead to 3. Quirk with the job on Price. Watman. Good help defense. Lucy Dawson.
Get that out of there, youngster.
Yep. Haven't seen it yet tonight, the help defense, but that was a really good block from Lucy. Whittle attacking the painted area. Watman dials in, and the Raiders are rolling. Tied the ball game on triples.
Good little run here for the Raiders.
From Scherf and from Watman.
Up the tempo.
That's all it was, man. Just control it, get back into the contest, force them into some hard baskets, even that, like Jade Melbourne's been getting to the basket at will.
Big board.
And that's a tough 6 or 7 foot floater with a hand in your face that doesn't go. So
Big board, Millie Pryor there. Good attack.
extra possession so crucial. 53 apiece. Subs in for this centre of excellence.
Continue to rotate the bench with only 7 players. Good minutes into centre of excellence players tonight. 17, 18, 19, 27, 19, 23 and 15. Good even spread of minutes.
Sarah Rose Smith back in. Fuller goes back to that left. She just keeps going back to that left. It's not. I haven't seen her touch it on the right end yet. There's Whittle into a handoff with Dawson. Nice look inside. Outside. Watman.
There's a hot hand this quarter.
Right now, she is the most dangerous player on the floor. She's made her last 3. And that is another triple for Bree Watman.
Equal leading point scorer in the game up to 17 with Jade Melbourne. Jade Melbourne's been quiet this quarter.
Absolutely. Knox have done a good job of containing her here. As Smith banks one home for 2, gives the centre of excellence the lead back. Another lead change. On ball.
Hot hand again.
Watman, why are you playing off that?
Wow.
Why? She goes into an on-ball with Scherf, and then nobody went with Bree Watman, and she's just made her last 4 jimmers, so seems silly as Nopu attacks, and Scherf's got to impose herself there on the defensive end.
19 points, Bree Watman.
Yeah. Smoking hot left hand right now.
She plays the second most minutes in the competition, Bree Watman.
Yeah, she's been really good. She's been a really key acquisition. She finds the extra pass all the time. Doesn't do anything that's outside of her the skill set, really. Doesn't try too hard to do anything that's, doesn't force the tempo or anything like that. She just works within herself, and she gets just reward like she is at the moment. She's got 11
She's shooting
of the last 14 for the Raiders.
Shooting 4 from 5 from beyond the arc tonight at 80%, and from the field she's shooting at 66%.
Yeah, very
pivotal
efficient.
in getting the Raiders back in this game.
Scherf, nice handoff to Maddie Wild. Good ball movement again now, and Knox are working that pick and roll, but what they're doing really well then is making the skip pass to the wing, and as Melbourne has just dried right up.
No wonder she's tired. It looked like a tired shot.
Yeah, it did.
It's no wonder.
Whittle's got to get on the basket here. No time left. Does just that and gets the hole to end the third. And a really strong period from the Raiders, and they have come out and swung a 7-point lead at the half into a 3-point lead now. A three-quarter time, 62. They lead the centre of excellence, 59.
The Raiders just really upped their work ethic in that quarter, Ducky. I think they started to realise that the game's getting away from them. You can see on your screen there some of the from the field. Centre of excellence, 43%. Raiders, 40%. And beyond the arc, 41%. The Raiders, which is their game. They're the best outside shooting team in the competition. And Bree Watman, she's gone 4 from 5, 3 in that quarter. Or was it 4? A couple of triples from Lauren Scherf from the point. And they're right back in this. Well, in fact, they're leading, and you would expect they're going to run away with it now. But take nothing away from the centre of excellence. They've hung in. They've been the better team for the first half. Knox got on top of them then. They've only got 7, so they're going to be getting tired. Like you said earlier, Ducky, it's a double-header weekend, so it'll be an interesting last quarter.
Knox go 5 of 9 in the quarter from downtown, which is the reason why they get back in the contest there, Damo. Plus, they started to make that extra pass, that ball movement, and Scherf was getting that reverse seal, and centre of excellence really need to make an adjustment to that on the skip pass and really pressure that ball so that it can't be that easy for girls like Wild and Whittle and Ott to try to find Scherf on that reverse seal when she's come out of the pick and roll on the wing. So we're in for a cracking last quarter.
Look, second chance points. It's the story of the night for the Centre of Excellence. They've scored 20 second chance points, getting after it again, having another go. Whereas Knox have only scored 7 second chance points. Points in the paint, 20 for Knox, and 36 for the Centre of Excellence. They attack, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
And they attack the paint and they attack it hard.
Yep. A 29 to 19 third quarter for the Knox Raiders, NBL1 women. They're all back on the floor now, both sides. And for the Raiders, it's Watman, Marina Whittle, Rach Quirk, Maddie Wild and Lauren Scherf. And the Centre of Excellence come out with Jade Melbourne, Emma Nopu, Kayla Rees,
I'd like to see Knox.
Adelaide Fuller and Sarah Rose Smith straight back inside to Scherf. Gets a good look at it, can't get it. Whittle cleans up and gets denied at the basket.
So I want Knox to get after this. Pressure. They're the highest, we keep saying it, the highest turnover team in the competition. They've only had 5 turnovers tonight. They averaged 20. Now they're tired. It's the last quarter. Bit of pressure. Get after them and hunt them.
Got to run them off their feet here. It's low in the shot clock now. Melbourne, step back. Can't get it. Again, it looks tired. 23-footer going 21 as Watman hands off to Quirk. Whittle inside to Scherf. She's got to really seal that in, and that's a tough rebound.
Knox average 8, almost 9 steals a game. They've only had 3 tonight, and I don't think they've had one for the last quarter and a bit. So, again, pressure, force the turnover.
Scherf makes the first. Nopu, same play, Rees. Unfortunately, left the ground and tried to take a deuce. Whittle attacks the basket hard and gets the line for 2. Just punched the D really hard there, Marina Whittle. Drove into a big group of trees and got rewarded with a 2. Can't make the free throw. You don't want free throws buying you on the bum, Damo, that's for sure.
Yeah, she shoots 64% from the line.
Makes 1 out of 2, 6-point lead now. Knox's biggest lead of the contest at 65-59. Smith loses control, off hands. Centre of Excellence ball. Good switch. Dawson defends that well. Scherf.
3 on the clock.
Nice drive from Melbourne. They just go hard to the glass. Whittle comes up with it. Fast break basketball now. 1 ahead of the pack. 8-footer goes 6 foot. Watman. She looked like she wanted to shoot that one too, Damo.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Pick and pop now. Lauren Scherf.
That's three from beyond the arc for Scherf tonight.
And it's been changing the contest, really. It's just being patient, controlling their tempo, getting what you want. for the Raiders. It's really changed the game now. A bit of inside-outside action. Quirk with the job on Melbourne. Whittle all over Smith.
Another good defensive set by Knox.
Gee, that's a good
That
three.
was on the buzzer, wasn't it?
That had a hand on it too.
Both really good D, both times down the floor for Knox when Centre of Excellence came down the floor. Got him into low numbers on the shot clock both times.
As Whittle steps through the D, can't get the two. Comes up with the offensive rebound. Bree Watman, and rightly so.
Yeah.
Strong closeout from Melbourne.
I would close out stronger than her too. Perhaps they had done that in the third quarter. Might have limited the 12 points that she scored in the third quarter.
That's right.
She was left alone a couple of times in the corner with good ball movement by Knox.
Go and make a three, young lady. See what you've got. Cash on the first.
Shoots 80% from the line.
She makes two in a row. And all three for Bree Watman. So Knox by 9, under 7 to play here in regulation. That's an extension of your cylinder for Nopu.
Lucy Dawson made sure that the referee who was standing next to her did see that and did hear that.
I think she made sure that the whole of Glen Waverley and Montana South heard it, Damo. Always got told as a junior you won't get the charge call if you don't make the noise. So as Whittle loses the handle, Paige Price comes up with it. Fast break basketball, Centre of Excellence out and running. Paige Price can't get the two.
Jade Melbourne's gone quiet. 17, almost a good assist there. 17 points, 8 rebounds. I don't know if she scored in the second half, Ducky.
Yeah, the well's dried up there, isn't it?
By the time out, with 6.5 remaining, quarter number 4, Raiders putting their foot down, 9-point lead, 71-62.
You heard the man. Timeout on the floor, 6:37 to play, 9-point lead. The Centre of Excellence, 71 points to 62.
Marina Whittle on 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And just looking at some of those,
Hasn't been able to impose herself on the contest like we would have liked tonight, mate. I'm not going to let you throw me under the bus twice.
nothing.
But she has had a bit of an impact with 5. She's got 9 rebounds and she's Knox's leading rebounder, so she's above her average.
And no doubt about it, Ducky. She's important for this team. She's a solid, strong body. She's aggressive. She's enthusiastic. So she is an important comeback into the side.
Yeah, really key addition.
So Knox, and this sort of shows how they're now up to a 9-point lead. They've really earlier almost been down double the rebounds. It's now 41 Centre of Excellence to 36 for Knox. Offensive boards, Knox have got 14 and 19 assists for Knox. So as per usual, they're hitting their average for being the highest assisting team in the competition. And shooting beyond the arc at 43%. Again, they are the best side at shooting from beyond the arc.
And it's been a good spread. Normally, Watman or Weirung just dominates the assist column for either of these, or for this backcourt, and it's been a really good team spread from them. As Price makes 2 and cuts the lead to 7. Nopu with the job on Weirung. Watman, corner 3.
Wow.
The difference maker.
Jade Melbourne hangs her head. She knew she was in a dangerous spot there, Bree Watman. It would have been, oh no, here we go again, and splash.
I'm just about positive that as Price comes hard off the curl and gets to the basket for 2 with Dawson in her face.
Bree Watman, leading scorer in the game with 25.
She's just making 3-pointers left, right and centre as Weirung in the corner. Wow. Whack. Knox have picked up the shooting and the hot hands continue now. Weirung getting on board with 3. 77-66. As Fuller gets 2 more.
Knox at 48% beyond the arc, 12 from 25.
But Damien, they were 4 of 14 at one stage. So they're 8 for their last 11 from downtown.
And early on, they were shooting at 9% late in the first quarter, so up to 40% now from the field. Watman 25, Scherf 21, Wirong 10 for Centre of Excellence, Melbourne 17, Page Price 12, and Fuller 11.
As Wirong makes the first of 2.
Marina Whittle 11 boards, Jade Melbourne 8 boards.
Yeah.
And Bree Watman 5 assists.
Price punches the D, no poo, open, can't get it off. Price, runner, can't get it. That's off legs.
Knox ball.
Page Price to inbound. Melbourne, corner 3, whack.
20 points, Jade Melbourne.
First basket of the second half for Jade Melbourne. Nicely designed baseline out of bounds play there to get her a triple.
And that's her first triple. And 1 from 4.
And she just attacked the paint as Wirong tries a 22-footer, gets it to go about 20. Right off the front of the ring, Price. Drawing the mismatch, can't make advantage of it as Maddie Wild kicks it out of bounds. Melbourne. Good defensive set from the Raiders as Quirk comes up with the steal. Nopu's going to pick up the personal. That is her 4th personal foul. And it's a team penalty now all the way for the rest of the contest. So Knox need to continue to be aggressive here with Wirong, Quirk and Watman in the backcourt. Dawson and Wild in the front court. Wirong makes both. 10-point lead. Touch over 4 to play here. Price needs to get aggressive now. Gets a bump from Watman. Open for 3.
Yeah, I've just watched Maddie Wild there. She's really worked hard just to control Keys in the paint. That's what Ree's in the paint. That's what wasn't happening earlier in the game.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, she's just continually bumping her, keeping her out. Goes into her now.
That's a tough call.
But that was, you know, a solid set of work by Maddie Wild there, just making it more difficult in the paint.
Rees makes 1 out of 2. Rebound Maddie Wild. Release dribble Watman. Looking to advance the ball. She's got Wirong in transition. Punches the D. Quirk to the basket. Wild goes up with it and comes down with it. And you can't do that.
I was hoping to see Rach Quirk's spin move. Haven't seen that tonight, Ducky.
Put her in the spin cycle. Melbourne needs to get going. She's to get her team back in this one. 80-71, a touch over 3 now. Rees inside. Tries to go behind the back with nowhere to go. And if you can't get it when you put it behind your back, you're going to turn the ball over, which she does. 80-71, 9-point lead. Raiders need to get a good one here. Watman charged with the play call.
They've caused 4 turnovers this quarter, the Raiders, and that's what they need to do. Get after them.
Bree Watman gets to 15 feet, dishes to Dawson, can't get it. Rebound Rees. Melbourne calling for an on-ball. Gets one now, crosses up.
Lovely little cross up.
Yep. Can't get the 2. And that's a foul of frustration, I reckon, for Melbourne.
I think it was, yeah. Tired, frustrated. She had a great night. 19 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double. And, yeah, she just missed a little runner there after a nice crossover and just thought, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to run back the other end. If I foul, I'll get to walk back.
There's one out of the Duckman's playbook. Don't at me. Abby Weirung makes 2. We're going to have a sub again. Fuller will sub in. She comes in for Pryor. Really valiant, you know, like if the Centre of Excellence go down here tonight, they've had a massive crack.
Absolutely.
Damo, and they really controlled this for 2.5 quarters.
They were the better team, Ducky.
Yeah.
They were the better team, and, you know, some of the competition will be watching this going, if we turn up and we're not 100% ready to go, or we're not mentally, we're not necessarily prepared. We know they're zipping 7, now probably going to be zipping 8.
Yep.
You will get found wanting.
You can't be 5% off, can you?
No, you can't.
No, as Fuller goes back to work.
I mean, let's not forget these are the best 16, 17-year-olds in the country.
Yep.
We are looking at some players out here who will probably play in the WNBA.
Yep.
Certainly the WNBL. They will hurt you.
And
they will not give up.
Weirung gets a bump from Price. A little bit overzealous.
And they'll get better and better each week. And they will steal a few wins.
Yeah, of course. It's all, and that's what it's all about now, isn't it? You know. Bree Watman subs out. Damo, she broke the game open here in the 3rd with her hot shooting. She subs out with 25 and 5 assists.
Yeah, third quarter. Just got the Raiders home.
Yeah, she scored 11 of their last 14 there in the, you know, around a Lauren Scherf triple, and it just broke the game. You know, got them right back in the contest, and you could just see it sort of to start to deflate the Centre of Excellence a little bit.
Yeah, there's a sign on the court, Watman corner over in that deep right-hand corner, Ducky, after tonight. She was on fire.
Just on a minute to go now, and it's the Raiders by 12. Nopu chases down her miss. Good collapsing D. Dawson comes up with it, just wanted it more. Beckott in transition. No good.
But hunted down the offensive board. Second attempt didn't go though.
Maddie Wild will get the 2 on the cleanup, and it's a 14-point lead now. In discussions, the Centre of Excellence bench with the referee in the corner.
Charlize Dunn and Alana Chatfield checking to the game.
Keep your eyes on Coach Veal here. She's still going. The scissors action off the top for Fuller, no good. I like that action, Damo. The 2 cuts off the high post feed. And
Marina Whittle copped a smack in the mouth there from errant arm from
Fuller can't get to, battles valiantly to try to get 2 more, can't get it.
Yeah, Marina Whittle's still checking to make sure her teeth are there. Sarah Rose Smith's just sort of, there was nothing intentionally, but she sort of just extended her arm and Whittle's mouth was in the wrong spot.
Melbourne's going to try a deep one to finish. And a really strong second half from the Knox Raiders NBL1 women, forcing the Centre of Excellence into some really hard shots here. It's full time, and it's 85 points for the Knox Raiders, 71 for the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence. A really, really strong 52 points to 29 second half for the Raiders, getting them home, and of course increasing their shooting percentage by starting to go inside and outside. Tell us who the stars were, Damo.
Yeah, Brie Watman for Knox, 25, Lauren Scherf, 21, Abby Wirong, 16. And rebounds for Knox, Marina Whittle, 9 boards, Maddie Wild worked hard for 8 boards, and Lucy Dawson, always reliable, 7 boards. For over the Centre of Excellence, Jade Melbourne, 19 points. Had a great first half. Started to tire a bit in the
17 in the first half,
yeah,
of course.
I think Knox sort of started to work a bit harder on her. Paige Price, 12. Fuller, 11 points. And Jade Melbourne, it's a double-double for Jade Melbourne. She got 10 boards. Just running through some of the other stats here from the field. Centre of Excellence shot 39%. Knox shot at 38%. Beyond the arc, Knox at 44% and Centre of Excellence at 22%. Knox went 12 from 27 beyond the arc. And boards, 50 boards. So that's a lot of boards to Centre of Excellence and 42 boards to Knox. And turnovers, Centre of Excellence did a much better job with the turnovers tonight. 10 turnovers to Knox's 5, Ducky.
Yeah, it was. Look, it was a really a tale of two halves here. It was, and we spoke about Knox. They were 1 of 9 on 3-point attempts. That might have actually been 1 of 11. Then they were 4 of 14, and they've ended up 12 of 27. So they've gone 11 for their last 16 from downtown, really. And credit to Coach Carr. She made some adjustments. They got an extra pass involved in there. They started to find Scherf inside. Centre of Excellence continuing to double down, make the kick out and kick the ball on, finding Watman in the corner for a couple. Lauren Scherf chiming in, obviously, with 2 or 3 from the top in transition. But it was a really, really strong second half from the Raiders that got them over the line. Centre of Excellence go on to play tomorrow, and the Raiders come back here next week to kick off a doubleheader weekend for them. We've got an 8 o'clock tip-off for the Knox Raiders NBL1 men. They will take on the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence. But for right now, it was a victory for the Knox Raiders NBL1 women, 85 points to the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence, 71.